Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode 2 of Pressing Buttons.
That's right. That's right, everybody. This is the second episode of Pressing Buttons, and today we are talking Evo.
Yes, Evo.
Evo 2019. Yeah. Boy, was this one a doozy.
Yeah, this is fun. I guess before we start, sometimes we'll just go on ahead and get this out the way. Make it quick and to the point because, some people are going to ask us our opinion, and there's really no opinion about it. For all the idiot government people that were blaming video games and shit for the violence from this past weekend, you're fucking idiots.
I'd say it's par for the course because
we haven't heard it since '99, dude. That's fucking come on.
No, okay. While that's true, I was expecting it because the fact that look, CJ, the only reason why I'm expecting it is because for the last few times that there's been like a mass shooting that took place in the U.S., while some outlets would not be quick to call video games into question, there's always going to be that one. They might not have their voice loud enough for people to be, for people to react to it, but somebody is always going to make that claim.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in this case, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen because number one, we had back-to-back mass shootings that took place, and when the second one had occurred, I said, oh, it's coming. It's coming. I just sat back waiting. I just got I got my timer going. I'm going, someone's going to say video games are the problem, and watch. Everyone's going to react to it. Some people are going to agree. Some people, of course, the majority are going to disagree, but I just know that it was coming.
I mean,
and sure enough, as soon as it was announced on a news media outlet, I'm like, and there it is.
I mean, here's the thing though, that's crazy because we were at a party on Saturday when the first shooting happened. And I remember Lucas mentioning like, oh, there was a shooting. I was like, that sucks, mass shooting. Very unfortunate and stuff. But, you get numb to mass shootings at this point. It's this thing that just happens in America. Apparently, it's like it turns into something that you see all the time about, we hear about gang violence all the time in America, which that's a standard thing. But like mass shootings is starting to hit that level, right? So I heard about it and I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. That sucks. Both of us get home. Immediately that fucking Sunday morning, another shooting happened. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. It
sucked.
It did. It really did. I mean, for one thing, it's really bad when other countries across the world are telling anyone who is considering visiting the U.S. not to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, but I just wanted to get that out there because I don't know what the fuck is. Again, it's been a long while since video games have been the scapegoat for a shooting and stuff, and it's just amazing that it's the same song and nothing comes of it and stuff. I mean, just now, Walmart saying they're taking down demos of violent games because of this, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but I mean, you think taking down a demo of Resident Evil 2 is going to somehow quelch violence? It's like, fuck out of here, man.
It's kind of like how the infamous no Russian mission from Modern Warfare 2 and how that caused everybody to freak out.
Yeah, I mean, it's
that they, it caused so much of a freak out that Infinity Ward had to go into the game, patch in an option for you to turn it off if you don't want to do it.
I mean, technically, you still lose that whole thing anyway, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's just like, I get why Infinity Ward did that and stuff, and again, that's Infinity Ward. I can legit say I understood why they did, why they put that level in there, but I also understand people that are, hey, that's something that's triggering. Fine, cool, but all this stuff.
It wasn't like it was there was their intention either. But But anyways, let's dive into this crazy weekend of Evo.
Yeah. So I guess history on us and stuff when it comes to Evo. I was in California for a while, and I think from 2006, 2007, I actually went to Evo West because that's when Evo actually had like Evo East. I think Evo East was New York, right?
Yeah, Evo East was New York. Evo West wasn't it LA?
San Diego.
It was San Diego at the time before they moved it over to Vegas. And then remember when B5 was a thing?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, so 96 B3, Battle by the Bay. And then I think 2000 was B4, and 2001 was B5, and then 2002 is when they started calling themselves Evo. So anyways, I did Evo West 2006, 2007, Tekken in both those years and stuff. Fun times. I did alright at the time, but I was playing it a lot, but for the most part, I think all three of us, despite that, we all watched Evo and stuff and seen it grow over the years and stuff. And I can legit say that those years since Third Strike, in terms of Street Fighter, were like I think Tekken was really the only game. I think Tekken and Guilty Gear were the only really new video games that would be at Evo, basically.
Yeah, at the time.
Up until Street Fighter 4 came out. And, you know, since then, I mean, there's been so much variety of different players that have been on the come up, from your Justin Wongs to your Infiltration to, what's his face, Murderface. Tokido.
Tokido.
And a lot of them are still out there. You know, Daigo and them are still playing and stuff, but, you know, Daigo, he isn't the Daigo of old where he would just murder your ass in the fucking game without batting an eye and stuff. Which I think, you know, we've heard people say that, hey, you know, all these players might be larger than life, but anybody can be beat.
Especially in a game like Street Fighter 5. But then when you go back to SF4, where at some point in time you get that one wild card who just shows up with a rose and just washes everybody. Shout outs to who was it? Latif.
Yeah, Latif. I mean, and it's been amazing. It's even on the Tekken front, you get a variety of players to different degrees. You get, like you said, Street Fighter, you know, Smash over the years has made a splash at Evo being this huge thing and stuff, and it was kind of one of those eye-opening things for me where I severely underestimated how huge the Smash community was.
Oh, dude, you should have known, man. Like,
I should have.
As soon as Melee got added to the roster of games, and then Smash for Wii U was added, and they were both added at the same time. Mm-hmm. All you're doing is just increasing the attendance numbers for Smash players.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was you that told. I think it was you that told me about the whole idea of, like, because, you know, me, I never understood why the Smash community reveres Melee over all the others. I think it was you that told me that Melee, for the most part, is like the better game, I guess, gameplay wise than the
For the longest time, Melee was widely regarded. I mean, come on, the game came out back in 2001 and it's still played to this day. Like a game. Yeah. I mean, whatever update was applied at the time, which was very few and far between. I mean, come on, you're talking about a game that came on a disc. There was no there were no updates. It was you played that game and you learned it.
Yeah, but didn't players do like kind of custom updates for the most part?
Okay, and I know where you're getting at. Mm-hmm. What you're talking about was Project M. Project M, someone took Smash Brawl, mm-hmm. and like hacked it to where the game played like Melee. They got rid of the tripping, they got rid of all the stuff that people hated about Smash Brawl and made it somewhat functional like Melee. It was like the closest thing we got to Melee if we couldn't enter Melee in tournaments. And then once Nintendo gave Evo the okay to use Smash Brothers as long as you don't run Project M was taken out of tournaments for pretty much forever at that point.
Yeah. I mean, and it's kind of funny how... Oh, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, the one thing I wanted to add, and hi everybody. The one thing I did want to add about Smash was, I do agree with you, that evolution that Smash took on just to get in, because you remember there were a whole lot of people gatekeeping that thing, saying like, ain't a fighter. They've been saying that for years, and when it slipped into Evo, I remember you distinctly, Chris, going like, that's not a fighter.
I think I was just more so like mad because something else got booted off at the time, and I was like, come on.
It wasn't that you were mad. I think you were just agreeing with a lot of people, even me. I was saying that too. I still feel that it's there and it needs to be there, but at the same time, it's like it took on a life of its own, because the second it got accepted, and the second, I remember when Project M came out, Eris, when that came out, people started playing a whole hell of a lot more. And like I said, it took a life of its own, and being a Smash player now is not as I want to say frowned upon, like, oh, you're not a real fighter. That's not a real fighting game no more. It's not like that no more at all.
Are you kidding me? It's still like that.
It's still like that. Well, you know what I mean. I don't take part in the community that much, but everybody I talk to, oh, it's a fighter, it's a fighter, it's a fighter, it's a fighter. Even so much, my son stopped playing KOF and started playing Smash, and they're like, Dad, it's a fighting game. You know what? This ain't a fighting game. It's a party game. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but it's kind of funny seeing like the Smash community get pissy, and I laughed when it was like, yeah, Melee's not coming this year. We're gonna play the up-to-date version.
You know what?
And I was like, thank you, finally. Because it's like, I mean, look at how the other fighters, we have to retire them. Like we retired, like Evo retired Super Turbo, Evo retired MVC2, and I was looking to Smash me like, hey guys, retire Melee. You got to, like, at some point you got to retire that shit. You got to. Sir, Mango Nation. Okay, that's the cloud.
We're not gonna go. Look,
Mango Nation. What are we gonna do now? Huh? We don't have fucking Melee there no more, man.
Look, we're not gonna go into that. I'm not going.
No,
to
we're not.
I'm not doing this meme with you, D.
But that's how it is. That's just one calling card of Smash, which is so stupid to me. Well, at least Melee.
Yeah.
But
it's also interesting too. Like I've been to Evo twice, and the fact that it's now at the Mandalay Bay in this like arena, and it's filled up of people watching, like the top 8 and stuff. It's like great. I love it.
I will say I did notice one thing though from watching the stream. So there was quite a few empty spaces.
I mean, it's big. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted.
No. Let me finish. There was quite a few empty spaces because this year was probably the first year today that they saw a drop, and I more so blame that on the retiring of Melee, because for the last 3 years, I want to say about 3, maybe even 4 years, that they've always had an attendance of over 10,000 people. This year,
at the Smash, I think it's 9,000 this year.
Yeah, this year they were lucky to hit 9,000.
To which I'm looking at the Smash community like, hey, get the fuck over yourself and grow up. God damn. I'm sorry, like if you're mad because it's like, dude, the fighting game community didn't even get mad when MVC2 got retired. They understood it. They was like, all right, bet, we've been playing this game, let's move on. Like, come on. Yeah.
Okay, outside of the Marvel diehards that still enjoy Infinite and was hoping that there would be a tournament for it, dude, the majority, you just gotta face the facts that people drop that game like a bad habit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, but see, here's the thing. I understood that. At the very least, I understood that. Like I said, I blame a little bit on Capcom. I blame Marvel a bit too on that, and it was just, it is what it is. I'm not even.
Runners. I blame the runners. I blame the runners of if anything, more than Capcom, Marvel, anybody else. I blame the people running Evo more than anything for just dropping that shit like a bad habit.
I mean, but that's the thing.
When the player base dropped
because here's the thing. It felt like everybody, in a weird way, collectively, like, yeah, we're kind of done with that for them. Yeah. It felt like that anyway. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
if you really think about it, like having them drop that game. Because let's be real, how many people were honestly going to enter a Marvel Infinite tournament?
That's the thing. I was talking to my other buddy Quincy. He was saying the same thing. He like, bruh, nobody's playing this game. And even if they open it up, how many people going to enter that shit? I was like, enough for Evo? Like, it won't be enough. Trust me, it will not be enough.
Tell you what. And this is how I know how fickle the FGC is, right? And the only reason why people didn't pick up on Infinite is because Marvel was trying to push the MCU. Understandable from a business side, probably also horrible from a business side in terms of decision making. That was stupid of them to do that. But if they sat there and said 5 months ago, hey guys, we're gonna drop some DLC. It's gonna be the freaking Doctor Doom, Wolverine, Storm. Motherfuckers would have been sucking their damn dicks off the break and playing the game.
Oh, absolutely, because it's what everybody wanted ever since the game came out.
Exactly.
Now,
exactly. You can say that was just a push and that was just a pushback that they were going to get regardless. We knew it. The second we didn't see no X-Men or Doctor Doom, we knew there was going to be this pushback. Everybody saying "fuck you."
Now that Disney has all their stuff, yeah, I mean, probably we ain't gonna see another versus game for a long ass.
I don't know.
Anyway.
No.
That's a good question. When the next time we're going to see a versus game?
No, see, I already mentioned this to you, D. Like before we did this podcast a couple of days ago, I was telling D about what Marvel and Capcom had just done recently. Now, all of y'all saw it. Anyone who was watching Evo, you saw, One Arcade had released the arcade machine, which gives you Marvel superheroes, X-Men: Children of the Atom, and I guess for a BS bonus, the Punisher.
Yeah, we got the Evo. We got the email about that and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Cool.
So when I saw that, I said, okay, are Marvel and Capcom, are they trying to kiss and make up and play nice again? Because you do know that this year marks the 10th anniversary of MVC2's re-release when it came on 360 and PS3. Mm-hmm. Now, people are still hungry for Marvel 2. It is still regarded as the GOAT, the holy grail of crossover fighters. And I guarantee you, if Capcom and Marvel were smart about this, they would give us a re-release of that game. Put it on the Switch.
You know what?
4, put it on the Xbox One, put it on everything, Steam, you name it, just everything. Put it on everything. In fact, make the announcement at Capcom Cup, either a Capcom Cup or any big event that is Capcom related. Just make the announcement there. Mm-hmm. Announce the game, like announce a re-release anniversary, 10th anniversary of the game, and then right before you end your announcement, whether you got gameplay footage to show us or not, all you have to do is just give us a good, quick CG teaser of Ryu shaking Cyclops' hand for Marvel 5 or whatever they would call it.
Yeah, I mean,
you're right.
The entire arena would go nuts if that happened.
Now I got a question, Eris, and now see, this is where it gets funny and tricky. I know it won't happen, at least the way I think it would. But if they re-release 2, would you think that will drum it up enough where I'm just throwing it out here and I don't care, but it be included in a lineup again?
It probably could, just from a nostalgia point of view.
If it drums up enough people playing and all the rest of that shit, and I'm not saying that it should, or like one of the other games that nobody really plays like that, but for some reason the fan base is fucking insane. They can just step to the side for Marvel too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guarantee this. It might not. While it might not necessarily be on the front, the lineup. It might not be on the opening lineup for the tournaments that'll be streamed. I guarantee you there will be a side tournament. There will be some salty sweets happening for Marvel 2, as I'm sure they was already doing all that stuff right, like just this past weekend.
Yeah, I mean, but like it'll be kind of like when, like you said, back when they had it out on the PS3 with the MVC2 HD thing and stuff like that. They had it at Evo that year.
Yeah,
they'll do it. They'll do it for nostalgia purposes and stuff. But I think also too, if, like I said, if Marvel, since they have all their babies in the same group now, maybe that'll be pushed. But like I said, all this is pipe dream, so it's whatever. It is.
But it's not something that's that's impossible, that couldn't happen. Yeah. Because now that Marvel has everything, like you said, all Capcom's got to do is just approach them and say, hey, look, the game is done. It came out back in 2000. The game, God, can you really believe that Marvel 2 is about to be 20 years old?
Not surprising.
We've been playing this game for 20 years. And
recently,
and the
re-release, I tripped over something like that, and I had to mention that to my kids. But it was like, Dad, when Third Strike came out, I was like, I think technically it came out in 97 or 98.
No, Street Fighter 3 came out in 97.
Actually, Street Fighter 3 started in 96.
That's what I'm saying. It started in 96 or something. That's what I'm saying.
Third Strike came out in 99.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean Third Strike. I meant Street Fighter 3 in general.
Yeah, 96.
Street Fighter 3 was 96.
And then I did math, and I was like, holy shit, this game is on.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. It's just like it's been so long in terms of, I mean, like I said, Capcom, they're in this position now where they're on the come up now and stuff. Like I said, Mega Man 11 came out, huge hit for them, made them a lot of money. Resident Evil 2 remake came out, blew the fuck up, and made them a shit ton of damn money now. And now they're doing
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 5 came out, huge.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter, it's a fucking huge hit regardless because it's freaking Monster
Yeah,
Hunter.
because
And it
it's
makes some
Monster
money,
Hunter.
yeah.
But the point is that they've been knocking it out of the park with everything except their fighting game division.
Yeah, I mean Street Fighter Five, it's still creating buzz, which is actually a pretty good segue. Because
I still find it funny though about Street Fighter Five because, I looked at the tournament of what was it, top 8 for SF5, and like there was no American players.
I mean, the ones
Not
that really...
one American made it in the top 5. No, I'm sorry, there was one, IDOM. IDOM, who's a Lara player.
Yeah,
He's the only person. He's the only one that entered. Well, I wouldn't say entered. He's the only one that made it that far. Everybody else, forget it. I mean, some of them just got into playing other fighters.
Yeah, which, I mean, put it this way, it's two things here, and this is what I think about the FGC. I understood initially when Street Fighter V came out people's trepidations, but I've watched over the game's years when they made updates for each season and stuff, despite some players having gripes for certain things like, hey, I wish Season 2 wasn't so offensive than defensive, understandable, it was still kind of like, all right, they're still correcting things and making it still viable as the season goes. And I think it's a situation that, like anything, since there's so many fighters out there now, which, I mean, it's been like that for a while, people have choices. But also, too, I think a lot of the top players and stuff, a lot of them like F-Champ. Where the fuck's F-Champ been? Like, Street Fighter was never his, like, strongest per se. It was always Marvel. And there's no Marvel, so what's he doing now?
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure he's there, just to hang out with friends.
Justin has always been the Swiss Army knife of fighters, so we already know he's going to be in Samurai Showdown or MK or whatever. So that's whatever and stuff. You know, a lot of the Japanese players are going to be there and stuff. It's just when it comes to the Americans, it's like, oh, well, they're here. Cool, fine, whatever and stuff. But, you know, I mean, yeah. There's nothing to really kind of go on there, but you're kind of right in the aspect of, you know, there wasn't much Americans. I mean, there was, but it's just they didn't hit that. I think a lot of them were in top 32 and ended up getting bopped.
Yeah, but I'm just going off of top 8.
Yeah, but top 8 was like pure Japan.
It was everybody but us.
Like Punk got freaking bounced, got bopped. He was out. You know, Nemo, that's another American, bopped. Took 13th. You know, I mean, like it was literally Japan. Like Japan was just like, oh, you guys are slacking. All right, bet we're gonna fucking bop you.
Pretty much. Like we'll just go in and clean up ASAP.
But Bon Chan, you know, he took it. You know, with Sagat, which was dope. But
yeah,
we'll let's, since we always segue into Capcom, so let's talk about reveals. So
yeah, I want to get to that.
I'm putting this in quotes here. Street Fighter V's reveal was leaked, which I'm going to say Capcom probably did that shit on purpose and shit, most likely. But leaked. We got E Honda, Poison, and Lucia from Final Fight.
Well, I can tell you about that actually. See, that whole thing got leaked because it was dropped into Steam, and Valve went ahead and put out that information like a few days before its reveal at Evo. And of course, they apologized, Capcom apologized, everybody apologized that the leak was regrettable and an unintentional situation, to which a lot of people felt like, well, if this, a lot of people were hopeful. They were thinking, well, maybe this is just one part of a reveal that you guys are doing, and you guys got like the real thing that's supposed to come after this. No, that was it. That was all that Capcom was revealing was Honda, Poison, and Lucia from Final Fight.
Yeah.
And what was it, like a couple of extras and stuff? But other than that,
I was fine with it. I think it's.
I mean, if you're expecting anything more, no.
And most likely, I think you said it best. Capcom might be saving something for Capcom Cup. That's another thing, because you don't want to blow your load all in one hit at Evo, and you got another premiere event coming up. That could be another thing too. But at the same time, I think it's the aspect of expectations of what people want, and that's with anything. It ain't even just this. It's like people have these visions of, oh, maybe it's Darkstalkers, and I'm like, hey guys, chill. Like, let's just see how it plays and go from there. But I mean, look, I'm happy for Honda. I'm seeing a lot of players. I'm seeing videos now of Honda, people messing around with Honda, and he's looking like a pretty dope character for this one. Same with Poison. Some people are saying she plays like Street Fighter 4 Poison, but just in Street Fighter 5. And I'm like, all right, she has a whip now instead of just the baton, but whatever. I'm surprised we got Lucia. I thought we were gonna get Maki.
No, we didn't. Instead we got Lucia, and I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it as super real as possible. Her ultra is straight cheeks.
It's underwhelming.
No, it's cheeks. I mean, you basically take Ken's super from 5 and just go about it as lazy as possible.
I mean, it is kind of her special move asking Final Fight, but yeah.
Just the way that Capcom just put that together was kind of,
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like I said, expectations and stuff. But also too, Hamaru is going to be in Soul Calibur.
Yeah, that was awesome. Seeing Hamaru's reveal was really cool. Like, I didn't see that one coming. That was a real good reveal.
We're getting more characters in Samurai
Blaze.
Showdown.
Yeah, that was a new, what was it? The new fighter pass that came out for Samurai Showdown. We got some new characters.
New Guilty Gear, which with new
animation. Brand new. Yeah, that was another thing. A brand new Guilty Gear for 2020 was announced.
Black ass samurai dude. I'm like, okay.
Blaze Blue cross tag. At the end, at the end of the finals, Arc Systems, they revealed a real nice update for the game, as well as 4 out of 9 new characters coming from freaking Yumi from Senran Kagura is coming.
Oh, we're getting fucking Neapolitan from
Neapolitan from Ruby,
and then I think was it Akatsuki
and Blitztank.
Yeah, Blitztank. So I'm like that. I mean, dude, did you see? I mean, the trailer was hot.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I said again, it's anime as fuck. But I mean, that's par for the course. And the funny part is, I haven't touched Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Outside of MagFest, that's the last time I touched it. I never bought it.
Around with it. I never messed around. I mean, I messed around with it for a little bit, but I never actually bought the game, and I've been meaning to buy it. Which, by the way, if anyone that was watching Evo at that time, you should have taken advantage of the Steam sale that was going on.
Yeah, I mean, but also too, I don't play Under the Night. Well, put it this way, it's been a long while since I played Under Night in Birth. They're getting a new version of the game.
Yep. Once I heard about this, I was like, here we go again. Under Night and Bird's getting another update, another ridiculous title. Which, don't get me wrong, I played it at what was it? I used to play it at a final round. Final round of Rambats? Oh, which by the way, shout out.
Is it a patch update? Oh, my bad.
I was gonna say shout outs to the homie Scott.
I mean, is it a patch update, or is it just a straight up like new game, like disc wise and stuff?
You know, I would say knowing Japan, they would more than likely make a physical copy of that particular version, because they've done it with like all anime fighters. No matter what the patch is, they always get a physical copy to be released.
That's weird.
And depending on what French Bread decides to do, they could make it an update, or they could make it just a straight up physical release as well.
Yeah. Also, too, Evo and Bandai Namco are being messy as fuck with Tekken in terms of having a solid Snake there, because David Hayter was not.
Yeah, he wasn't having that.
Wasn't having that shit.
He wasn't having that, dude. First of all, how was it that like towards the end of it was like somewhere in the middle of top 8, we get the codec, and everybody's like, "What? What's going on? Like, what was that? Like, what was it?" And everybody, I'm over here questioning, what was that? Somebody tell me what just happened. You know, I'm hearing Snake's codec, and I'm hearing this voice, and I'm thinking, please tell me you're gonna put Snake in this game. That would be awesome. Then they put up the picture of Harada and Snake, and he said that was some good Tekken.
Yeah.
And I said, what? And I'm like, so when the reveal finally came out, which by the way, Harada enjoyed trolling Ono's apology scroll.
I mean, I mean, the shit was pretty dope. But so apparently, a lot of people in Tekken were disappointed in this one character reveal. Zafina's back, which I was always like, where the fuck she's been at for a long time. So I'm happy that she's back. I know a lot of people were kind of like, oh, it's Zafina. And I'm like, you guys expected fucking Bruce Irvin to come back? Come on, dog. Like,
I'm like, y'all need to let it go. I mean, I get it. The Tekken mobile game made people, they made him hopeful because he's in it. But even I felt like we already got Josie, Brian. We already got characters that are already Muay Thai enough.
I think it's just the aspect that I think, if I remember correctly, Bruce does have some pretty good moves, more so than Brian and Josie.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, let's just see how it goes. But Zafina was the reveal. I'm happy that she's back. But, big one, it's original character.
Yeah, we have an original character that Harada himself designed.
One that has taken the black community by storm, Leroy Smith, who is basically Wing Chun. And, you know, again, he's Negro Ip Man. And they showed his full character art, and I believe Dee said it best. He's basically what every blurred thinks, I guess, a black martial arts master is supposed to look like, basically. What they envision themselves to be.
And in a way he kind of is, because when I got a good look at him, I said, you know what, this works.
Yeah.
Hold on, D, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying, is that you messing with your mic?
Yeah, because I was trying to talk and I thought y'all didn't hear me.
We didn't, because we didn't hear anything.
We did. But anyway,
you didn't hear me. But only thing I was saying, Chris.
But no, what up? Well, hold on. Let me get this out real quick. One of the things I wanted to point out about Leroy Smith's character and design is, for the longest time, somebody actually wanted a Wing Chun character, and Harada was considering putting him in, but because of the whole thing surrounding someone like Ip Man and the whole Wing Chun thing in the Japanese game was kind of looked at as it's a touchy subject just because of Ip Man's history with Japan and China.
But you put a black man as it, then it's kind of washed away. Yeah, put a black guy in it,
and yeah, it works.
Okay. Uh-oh, D. Kind of.
I say D's getting roboticized.
Hey, D. And he's like underwater as shit. He's on Wi-Fi.
I need to play the Sonic drowning theme.
And AD, you might want to stop because it's like bad.
Just stop, please.
Might have to get on that 4G, dog.
Get on that 4G.
Nah, but yeah, like I said, I'm for it and stuff. And like I said, apparently we're getting 3 more characters plus a stage reveal.
Now, that's the part that kind of disappointed me was, so for every character there's a stage reveal instead of just giving us 6 new characters.
And he still sounds like a robot.
Still underwater.
But yeah, it's. I'm interested in seeing who's going to be next and stuff because, like I said, we got Leroy and him. Who hasn't popped back in outside of the gimmicky characters, of course, but like who else hasn't came back into Tekken?
Not counting the gimmicky characters, it really just leaves Bruce.
I mean, unless they bring him back Roger.
Again, if they're not trying to put in any more Anna outside of the Bears, then yeah, there's him. But both Roger and Alex. But if they were to try and give us like more actual characters, then yeah, Bruce is one that's missing. Another character that's missing is who was it? I'm trying to think of another character that could be missing.
I mean, somebody said that. I mean, it was a rumor a while back that Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza was going to be in it and stuff.
Yeah, there was that rumor flying around, but that was back before. Dude, that was back like before season 2 was even announced.
I know. But I'm just saying, people were still keeping hope alive on that one. And I'm like,
At this point, I'm surprised Pac-Man hasn't shown up.
Don't say that, D. Don't say
do
that. Don't do that.
Dude, I'm already getting Vietnam flashbacks from Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Don't do that, D.
So actually, no, if there is any like little, let's just be real, if there's any like arcade Namco character, who would it be? If it won't be Pac-Man, who would you put in? And I'm not even saying like, seriously, they need to put one of these characters in there. But for shits and giggles, who would you put in there? Outside of Pac-Man, I don't see nobody else, and I'm just being honest.
Street Fighters and Bison.
Yeah, Street Fighter and Bison.
No, I meant Namco, man.
Namco?
No, but anyway, whatever. Look, also, Chris, you butchered what I said.
My bad. Sorry.
It's all good. What I said was Leroy is, and we all have friends like this. You had your anime friend, your car friend, your video game friend, and we all had a kung fu friend. The one that watches all the Shaolin movies and then looks at you stupid when he picks the most rare one out of all of them. Hey man, have you ever seen The Deadly Knives of Mr. Feng Shu? No, I haven't. Oh my God, D, what's your problem, man? How you never heard of that? Are you serious right now? Like one of those guys.
Or the one that's seen Ghost Dog too many goddamn times.
Oh my God, I hate them niggas. But anyway, basically, when they walk in, basically, when those guys get that same fucking Mandarin type shirt, right? Mm-hmm. And they look in the mirror, that's what they see. That's how they see themselves.
Fair enough.
And they will pick, like you said, all of them. Wayne, yeah, they will pick that style of all of them, or some Shaolin bullshit. Yeah. But yeah, and yeah, I say it's kind of weird. You're right. That's really. It's like putting Hitler in a game. I wouldn't say that bad. I wouldn't say like Hitler, but it's like putting in. Who's been a pain in America's ass? All right, but yeah, it's like how all white people react when they see a Che Guevara shirt. Do you know what he did? It's like that.
It's like, yes, I know what he did. Get out of my face.
Yeah, I know what he did. But at the same time, controversial because I started reading up on this nigga. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if they had to put anybody in there, if I was really thinking about it and stuff.
But I would put Bison. It's kind of interesting. I would put Bison in that game.
Yeah, I put Bison.
If there's another Street Fighter person, I would say Bison, or I'll go for, Sagat or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm thinking in terms of anybody else from Tekken, I mean, Angel,
no.
Bake.
No, well, according to lore, Bake's out.
Okay, Bake's
I'm going to say Bake's not coming back, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like, you couldn't even put freaking male Raven in there because you already got female Raven and shit, so it's kind of like,
I hate the people that say you can't put Michelle in no more. She's gone.
Like, Michelle's not gone, though.
Yeah, but I never understand. Like, what did she do so bad? And I think to myself, well, Julia is cuter.
Why don't we get Michelle? Why don't we get Lucha Libre Michelle? I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, see, but then that would be them taking the idea that that ending was canon for her.
Yeah,
It's Tekken. Have fun with it. It's not like she has an actual story. Look, all the DLC characters don't even have a fucking story mode. So
they don't.
Might as well just put her in there. It's not even like it don't matter.
Even characters that were from the actual story of T6. Looking at you, Safina, you don't even have a story in this game.
I mean, so has zero story.
Which I'm fine with, because it's like, whatever, I don't need them to add in some story, because let's be real about this, the crux of Tekken, the story mode for Tekken 7 took care of itself, even though they've revised. Let me talk about this real quick. I find it funny that they dared to humanize Heihachi. I'm like, that motherfucker threw his son into a goddamn volcano. We didn't forget, but somehow you made his wife to be the evil person. You made his wife out to be evil. I'm like, this is bullshit. Don't do this game. Do not do this.
The evil one? That's what get me. I'm like, yo, Heihachi purposely played with God's plan by making Steve, by making we're having something to do with Leo. He has done so much, but not to mention Kazuya, Jin, and that one bastard he don't claim that got the
Lars.
That was the one bastard that got a Hiroshi Tanahashi haircut that he said, "Nah, that ain't my kid."
And then he kicks Lee in the nuts. And then he kicks Lee in the nuts that his adopted son. So it's like, yo, he doesn't not give a shit.
You need to tell me the whole thing with Jim Pachi, which makes no fucking sense, by the way. But still, even if you add that, you mean to tell me at the end of the day, nah, man, his wife a bitch, though. Like, shut up.
Well, if anything, she was the if anything, she was the origin of this whole Mishima bloodline.
I'm sorry. Right there, Eris, right there, you can kiss the undercarriage of my ass. No.
See, but hold on. Let me go ahead and add even more insult to injury with that. Not only was she the origins of this whole mess, she brought in a character that came from a completely different franchise, and it's canon.
Yo,
sorry. Hey Hachi, didn't you have something to do with the Aztec guy coming from
exactly. Yeah. That's why I was laughing. I was like, so let me get this right. Hey Hachi was this model dad until the wife was being a bitch towards him, and he's like, this bitch gotta go. She gotta go.
Her clan was set up to take out the Mishima clan. The only reason why she married him in the first place was just so that she could kill him.
You know what, Chris, Eris, there's playing the long game, and then there's
you just made it up at the seat of your pants, didn't you, Harada? Yep. All right, cool.
Look, there's God's plan, playing the long game, and they're both, they happen when they happen. This ain't neither of them. This is neither of them.
I'm sorry, at this point, when they introduced Geese Howard in the season 1, I was expecting him to be in the story mode just because I'm like, well, because Geese just fucking with people. All right, cool. And it's like...
Geese can actually travel to other places outside of Southtown.
Look, that trailer, look, if you want to talk in terms of hype trailers, to me, the Geese Howard trailer, when they revealed, was still hype as shit to me even to this day.
Yeah, it's still the most hype trailer.
I mean,
I would say
that is up there top. That's like top 10 all time in video games for me.
For one thing, it is the only hype trailer to outdo the Akuma trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the Akuma trailer was dope, but then it was just the second you heard band.
See, you jumped the gun. It was the doors open.
It was the door.
See, that's what I'm saying. The doors opening for me. Okay, that's cool. That's all that. But you gotta give me in the second that guitar went off. I'm like, yes, dude, now I can come.
And I love how Geese Howard's character portrays him with that shit-eating grin.
Oh, it's the best.
You know what? I feel that. You know what? I feel that video game fans, we are justified in our bitching, and yet at the same time, we're fucking marks.
We really are.
I mean, hey, what can we say? Namco Bandai knows how to put out a good trailer.
That's what's up, man.
I mean,
I just feel that it was, it's silly, man. I laugh at, we, like you said, Tekken trying to stuff in a unnecessary storyline. That's, you know what? They don't have to do that, and they don't do it all the time, because when you do that, you get Street Fighter 5 story that makes no goddamn sense.
Well, then, yeah, which it was basically an excuse to get the fucking Street Fighter 3 to give us that fucking Gil reveal, and I was like, well, it's about time we're finally in the Street Fighter 3 era, but this story was too goddamn long for no fucking reason.
I mean, there was a lot. Street Fighter has... It is a competition with me, which is worse Tekken or them, but there's something special about Street Fighters that makes no sense.
And then there's Blaze Blue, which says, "Hold my beer, we're going to give you the most confusing shit ever."
Yeah.
All Arc System games to me are terrible.
Guilty Gear, I swear to God, I was like, how old is Soul Bad Guy again? He's an immortal? Huh.
Hey Chris, check out D fresh out of high school, trying to be the uber nerd over here, trying to understand Guilty Gear X2. No.
It's like
I said it took the storyline seriously. I can't tell you what it was about.
nobody can tell you what it's about. Not even the developers of the game can tell you what it's about. But
So, D, how does Biking like to see Biking? She's actually like a samurai, cyborg type of thing. Yeah, is this still in Japan? Huh?
not exactly. It's like, is there a future? Is there robots? Apparently there is a robot. His name is Justice, and he's broken for no fucking reason.
I hated him. I hated him.
And there was this old man with this giant disjointed bladed weapon named Cliff.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was a knight from 1,000 years ago. How is he alive? I don't know.
My boy, then we got the flying pedophile, pirate pedophile over here. Who was the dude that was trying to get with May?
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny.
John. Oh, he a pedophile. I'm putting it out there.
I mean,
Johnny,
he wears his little outfit with no shirt underneath his little jacket. So hey, it is what it is and stuff. Now I would say this.
Do you have your shots? Do you have your passport?
So I watched Samurai Showdown. It recently came out, and what I am digging about this game is that it's a very patient-based game.
Yes, it is.
And it's always been that way. It's never been designed to be combo heavy. It's always been a test of patience.
Mm-hmm.
I could say in the third game, that's when it really became. They wanted it to feel like a samurai battle. Like you said, it takes patience and time. And ain't Bushido Blade where if you swung the wrong way, somebody's arm is going flying. You know what I mean?
I mean, they definitely brought in the violence of like the classic ones, but
yes,
but yeah, it's definitely a patient based game, and the damage whenever you got a hit on somebody is ridiculous.
I love it when you can end the fight early when you cut somebody's shit off. Like, yes, they still got that. I knew they weren't going to give it away.
But the kicker,
I love that.
But the thing that was fun about Evo, and also when you look at who's picking who, Jinjiro is apparently like the top character that everybody was more or less picking.
I believe it. He's fun to play with. He's probably like the second best character in that game to me, man. I that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, we had like how many Genjiros entered the tournament?
I would say just from what I saw, I can count.
There was at least 5. I'm talking about the top 8. And
top 8 it was 5, but like the overall tournament, I counted like 15 Genjiros. I counted at least 15 Genjiros. I saw a lot of Hamarus. Get this though, Alex Valle got 5th with Galford, and he was like maybe one of 3 people that was using him.
Yeah,
you know
that
what?
doesn't surprise me.
Galford, I fought my son in Samurai Showdown. He was like button mash with Galford. Yo, if you know how to rock with Galford, you can fuck everybody shit
Alex
up.
Valle was fucking pushing people's shit in with Galford up to this point, yeah.
You can. This little nigga was button mashing and wearing me the fuck out.
But Justin was the surprise of the tournament because he was whooping people's ass with Tam Tam.
Which I always expect Justin to come out with some kind of, not an oddball character, but a character that's functional to do the job.
Yep.
How many Nakarurus?
None were in top 8.
I saw 1, but none in the top 8. I don't even think there was any in top 32.
Jeez.
I saw. Okay, if I had to break down the top 32 had Hamaru, Jinjiro, Jubei, Charlotte, Yashimaru, Yoshitori, and Jinjiro and Galford and Tam. No Nakarus.
Good.
And that's top 32. So even if you go like the whole thing, it was I only saw 1, and that was during pools. So yeah. I mean, it's changed. The game has changed.
No, it ain't changed. I don't look. Here's the thing. I didn't like her. I just want to know what people was fighting with her.
Yeah, I mean, but the like I said, the top 8 was just dope. But Infiltration was
the GOAT.
I mean, his Jinjiro was just solid. Like even more solid than Justin. Like at one point when they were fighting, I was like, okay, but here's the thing: Kazunoko's Hamaru was fucking pretty damn good too.
Yep.
So
again, it was definitely a good tournament.
Yeah.
shout outs to Infiltration for winning, being the only South Korean player in top 8 to win.
Which, if you know about Infiltration's shenanigans and stuff that we talked about last time and stuff, a lot of folks weren't too happy to see him at EVO, apparently.
Which I gotta say, y'all need to let that go.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I don't understand why people were mad, but at the same time, it's like, come on, guys, like, it is what it is. You gotta let it go.
I mean, we already got the full story that came out. Again, let it go. It wasn't even his fault.
Also, y'all get mad at Infiltration. Meanwhile, y'all let Noel, after he beat on the chick, come back like it was nothing. Like,
I was just about to say that. I was just about to mention that, by the way.
You know what? Can we quickly segue into the sexual harassment that took place at Evo this year again?
Harassment, Panda.
I'm sorry. Did you say that? Did you say, hey guys, let's have a conversation about the ocean? What is it made out of?
Pretty much.
I mean, that's basically where we're at right now. I mean, that what is new in the FGC? Well, actually, this ain't even FGC only. This is like everywhere in these kind of this environment with the sexual harassment. To be honest,
I mean, it was two girls. It was two girls that got sexually assaulted at Evo. So I'm like, great. Evo 2019 got Me Too'd again.
It needs to. It needs to until something change, man. The culture of it all, man.
Because it's like, again, people don't realize, hey guys, you don't. Why are we treating these women like that? Like, if she doesn't want that, move away. I mean, plus you're in Vegas. There's prostitutes everywhere.
Nah, they noticed them in cosplay and they want to get their grope on.
That's all that is.
As horrible as that sounds.
It's funny. It's sad too, because at this point, it's like, why even try some stupid shit like this? Yo, I get it. It feels like pussy is running away from you, but it ain't. You don't have to live that life of an asshole. You don't. But you know what? Dudes choose to do that. And it kills me because it has to happen at Evo. It always happens.
I mean, it's a huge tournament, and it's like, you don't think people are not going to sit there and that shit's not going to fucking come to light? Come on, man. You already know the deal.
It's funny. It's funny and it's sad that many of the people in Evo, I mean, not even Evo, there's the people that's there. Their mindset is still very high school based and very, very like, it's a weird misogynistic that I don't understand, where it's like, well, I said hi. it's like, I don't get it, man. I really don't get it, man. But you know what? Whatever.
So on the MK11 side, Sonic Fox just ran away with that tournament. Nobody was touching that.
I'm about to say,
by no surprise whatsoever. He won with Cassie Cage.
Dog, he ran them hands on everybody with Cassie Cage. Like, nobody was fucking with that dude the whole tournament. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's like this. It's like, I can't even be mad at him, because it's like, oh, Sonic Fox, he is just like, he's on one. He's kicking ass, but I mean, it's usual, so it wasn't really, to me personally, anything noteworthy about it. But I would say the most noteworthy thing was Dragon Ball FighterZ. Sonic Fox and Go 1 will go down as probably, their rivalry will go down as probably one of the funnest to watch for the longest time, especially in Dragon Ball FighterZ, because both of them constantly go at it.
That was probably the most hype.
30 minutes of a fucking EVO Finals match. The most exhausting but fun EVO Finals match ever.
This is gonna look so good for that game.
It really is. It's like, dog. It's like literally both of them fighting is literally like watching the Dragon Ball Z anime when the characters are fighting. That's all it is.
Considering how both of them have similar characters too.
Yeah, outside of, I think, Go 1 uses Goku, and then Sonic Fox uses Kid Buu, but both of them use Bardock and Kid Goku.
Yep.
Yeah, that type of jump where you just sit back there. Dun, 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 dun.
Now, it's more fun watching during Next Level Sonic Fox substitute Kid Buu for Videl.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I guess in a tournament setting, Videl isn't in. It's kind of like, I feel Sonic Fox doesn't want to leave anything to chance using Videl at Evo, so he's like, fuck it, until I can tighten her up, I'm gonna use Kid Buu instead. So, but it was good to see Yamcha still be a viable character in this game. So I'm pretty happy about that. And
You know
also,
what? I love how much of a Yamcha truther you are. And
I
you
am a
stuck.
Yamcha truther because I feel that game was literally an apology for the anime shitting on that character for so long.
I agree because he's
I did
actually
too.
like for one thing, he's a very solid character.
I
But
mean,
here's the thing: we talked about this before. In several of the Dragon Ball games, Yamcha is a fucking monster. Like I said, I'll never forget Budokai 3. He was really good. If you knew how to fuck rock with him, man, you can roll
there's
over
also
everybody
they
with
made
him.
it to where the Wolfang Fist wasn't so easily telegraphed. Like, oh, Wolfang Fist, then be sidestep, and then I would just kill you. Done.
Yeah, this time around they made him so ridiculous that it's just unreal. Like it's always to me, it's always a treat to watch Yamcha in the hands of a solid player.
Oh, yeah, it is. Him and Tien, especially Tien.
Yeah, Tien is really good too.
I have not
In
seen
fact,
nobody good
in
with
fact,
Tien
there's
yet.
a lot of characters I felt are really tournament viable, even with all the patches that come out. I mean, even Cell still puts in work, even though he's got to work twice as hard compared to day one or season one.
Piccolo too, especially when he gets that, especially when Apology Man sets up that hell grenade fucking setup.
Oh yeah,
Whew, that hell grenade does ridiculous damage. Like seriously.
like I mean, in a way, it'll never replace it, but Fighters is our Marvel.
Oh, it is. It is. It's as they're keeping it. Which, damn, I'm mad we skipped past this. Geneba and Super Saiyan
Yeah,
Blue Gotenks is the new.
No, not Gotenks.
Not
Super
Gotenks.
Saiyan. Gogeta.
Gogeta. My bad. Are going to be the new characters for this update for Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which I'm pretty like. Oh, this is actually pretty dope. We finally get Geneba in full.
And that made me laugh because I know a bunch of people was like, yeah, that's nice, man. Gogeta in the game. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
I was happy. I think, to be honest, I was more excited to see Janemba than Gogeta. Like, I was happy to see Gogeta, but I'm like, dude, it's Janemba. And not only is Janemba in the game, but he looks pretty sick. Like, I want to try him out.
Yeah. I didn't watch any of the Blaze Blue tag battle except for a handful of matches here and there, so I don't really have much to really say on that. I did watch Soul Calibur 6, and I actually liked the variety of characters that were kind of used in Top 8, to be honest. I mean, it didn't feel like they were the same. 'Cause I think, Utoto actually won out with Voldo, which I was like, that's the first time I've seen a Voldo in a competitive setting in Soul Calibur. And I was like, dear God, that character is so good.
And didn't we get a reveal of Cassandra or another Sophidia type character?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the big reveal. And like we said earlier, Hamaru is coming to Soul Calibur, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I like the character variety in Soul Calibur and stuff because I think that's a game that I feel like every character can be good if you know what you're doing with them and stuff. So you never really saw the same character twice.
It did. The top 8 was definitely like a true mixed bag of, like a true variety of characters.
Dude, 2B was in top 8, and I was like, holy shit, 2B's?
Yep.
Shit,
Dude,
all right.
I mean, of course. Dude, do you not realize that Kayani was playing?
I know. I'm saying, though, just seeing 2B, I was just like, oh, that's dope. Yay.
Like, once I saw my boo Kayani play, I'm like, oh, yeah, she's either going to roll in with Shanghua or of course 2B, and I was happy to see her get in top 8.
Yeah, I mean it was fun. I find it funny too a little bit that even at Evo on the side tournaments, we're still getting Super Turbo side tournaments, and people you can hear in the background people getting hype for the game still, and I just love that.
Yeah, dude, there was a ton of side tournaments. Even Melee got a side tournament.
Mm-hmm. I think Darkstalkers had one too.
Darkstalkers did, and Marvel 2, if I'm not mistaken, because our girl, shout out to Kendra Horton, she made it in the top 8 for Darkstalkers.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Also, too, I keep forgetting, and now at the one Evo, I did watch the tournament. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters has an actual tournament, and it's actually fun as hell to watch.
Dude, okay. for anyone that's ever played the game, you gotta play it.
It's the Super Nintendo version, not the Genesis Super Nintendo.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo. Yeah, the Super Nintendo version. Sorry, the Japanese Super Nintendo version is definitely the one to play. Like back when I lived in Nagoya, a friend of mine, he had it. Like he had a Japanese Super Nintendo, and he had the Japanese version of Tournament Fighters. I think we went almost the whole night of just playing that game.
Jeez. I mean, apparently also King of Fighters 14, which is still fun to watch. People still playing it.
Oh, dude, KOF 14 is always an awesome game to watch in tournaments. I mean, I still to this day wish I was even a quarter as good as the pros that play this game. Maybe I need to take a trip down to Mexico or something because
dude, I totally forgot Oswald was in the fucking game.
How could you forget Oswald was in it? I
forgot Oswald was in the game. I forgot he got revealed a while back because I was so hyper focused on, oh shit, Geese Howard's in the game. This person's in the game, and I forgot that he was in the game. I was like, oh shit, he was in the game. Damn.
Yeah, he was revealed. Blue Mary was revealed, and so was what's his face? Oh yeah, and Whip.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's also another mainstay of Evo in terms of side tournament, Sailor Moon S.
Yeah, that's another good one. Not only do you see tournaments for that at Evo, you also see them at anime cons.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just funny that Sailor Moon S is just
so
became a
happy
thing.
that that's being used, man. I am so happy that people are on that game and they love it the way they do. It's awesome, man. I need to see the stream of that though, man. I have to.
I'm pretty sure somebody did like take video of it. They had to. There's no way and stuff. I mean, it's always good, and you know, again, it's one of those reminders that Pokken Tournament also wasn't it like 2 years ago? It was part of the main stage.
Yeah, it was.
I still haven't played that game. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I never will.
Yeah, but
I gave away my Wii U.
But getting back to the main tournament proper. So Tekken 7 was interesting because we had a Pakistani win the tournament.
Yeah. What's his name? Arslan,
and
Arslan from Pakistan won the entire tournament.
It, you know, again, as with anybody, you had a bunch of people acting racist as shit. Like, why is he bowing after he won? And I'm like, he's from Pakistan. Like, let him do that, please. Just shut up.
When I saw that, I didn't think nothing more. I didn't really think much of it. I just said, dude, let the man give praise to his country. Like he came out of his pools, came back from what was he in? Losers?
No, he was winners the whole way.
Okay, he was in winners the whole time, right?
Dude, he was giving hands to everybody.
And yeah, everybody was getting it. It did not matter who you were, like how much of a Tekken vet you were. Dude, you were about to catch hands from Arslan.
Bruh. Arslan's Geese was putting hands on every fucking body. And if he couldn't put hands on you with Geese, he was putting hands on you with Kazumi.
Yep. But his Geese was phenomenal. Like I honestly want to pick that character back up again and use him.
I'm mad when he missed the Deadly Rave when I think it was knee. And I was like, fuck, I wish he did that whole thing because he had this shit straight up where I was like, he'd be the first person I actually saw in a tournament setting actually do the Deadly Rave. And he missed it. And I was like, fuck. But I think he was being fancy in that match though.
Oh, he was definitely trying to be fancy. See, when I saw him, I said, dude, you'd have been better off trying to pull off the not the Deadly Ray, but the Raging Storm.
Yeah.
Because he had caught knee in like several wall trap combos, and I'm like, dude, one Raging Storm and that life bar is done.
Dude, and then like Knee thought picking Devil. Well, I can't knock Knee for this because he picked Devil Jin and he was kind of putting hands on Arslan, and then Arslan was like, all right, bet I'll pick up on this shit, and he picked Kazumi, and it was a wrap.
Yep.
But shout out to Anakin, the lone American that got third place and stuff. I was talking to Eris offline about this. I felt like everybody kind of picked up on Anakin's Jack 7.
And I said I agreed because when he had, I'm not gonna nor will I say that he is one note or one trick pony or anything like that. No, I'm not gonna say that at all. It's just people picked up on it.
Oh yeah.
They saw what he kept going for, and I'm like, okay, I got you. So like when you running Jack, when you're running Jack 7, you're gonna run with this combo. Bet. Here's how we can stop that.
Oh, Nee picked up on that shit. When he picked Paul, I was like, oh, damn, Nee about ready to whoop his ass.
Dude, Paul, I would say Paul is like Jack's kryptonite.
Dude, he kept demolition the fuck out of damn Anakin. I'm like, yo, Anakin, you know he's going to keep another demolition.
Yeah. Every time Nee would get him with Paul, I'm like, up blue stuff, up blue stuff, up blue stuff.
I mean, it's like, hey, guy, block. Just block. What are you doing?
That's the problem, dude. Paul, much like everybody else in Tekken, they're like a can of Pringles, man. Once the lid pops, man, the party don't stop.
I mean, it also to what's his face, Panda. Who the fuck was it?
Oh yeah, there was a Panda player.
Fuck, who was it? Yo, he kept getting homeboy with them fucking Panda's hop kicks every time. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Yep.
It's like, block them shits. What are you doing?
And of all people, and of all characters, it's Panda that I've always had like the biggest hatred for whenever I fight in the arcade, because I cannot stand fighting the bears in the arcade. Number one, they do stupid damage. Number two, their limbs are just dumb compared to like regular human characters.
Them hop kicks as soon as Panda gets there, and tiny legs, bam. I'm like, what? What?
It's ridiculous.
But it was fun.
You know, Nee. I would say it was definitely cool seeing Nee pull out Steve.
I mean,
he was going to work.
Yeah, he was putting in that work, but he was also trying to put some work in with Kazuya. You know,
he did.
He was definitely.
I laughed when he really tried to go for the sweep. What was it? He went for the sweep, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you know that move where he does the hell sweep and punch, right?
Yeah.
He went for that. I was like, dude, you did not just miss the sweep and you still continue the combo. You know you could have stopped like right after the sweep. But he did it. I'm like, dude, you deserve that in that whole back attack.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, you know what's funny too? Arslan won Evo Japan in Tekken 7. So he won Evo Japan and he won this Evo. And I think, isn't there like another major Tekken tournament after this?
The King of Iron Fist tournament, which will be taking place in Bangkok.
Oh, I will be watching a stream of that to see what Arslan does, because if he is the trifecta, I'm like, yo, who's really fucking with this dude after this?
I mean, outside of Nee and the tournament winner from what was it, the year before, I don't know anyone else that could really mess with him.
Man, I mean, because you went Evo Japan, that's huge. That's huge.
Evo Japan was cool, man.
I mean, so cool. You know. We'll see, but like I said, I'm always that's always going to be fun. Street Fighter 5. Now, Street Fighter 5 was interesting because again, we talked about this offline. It's in a very precarious situation where I feel the state of the game has made it to where some people care, some people aren't. A lot of the mainstays and stuff are there. Like I think Ricky Ortiz was in top 32, and he got bounced. Daigo got bounced. Smug got bounced early too. Ryan Hart. He got fucking bopped early. K-Brad, like some of the people that we know, they got bopped early. Now I don't know whether it's just a case of people just don't care about the game, or maybe it's just Japan is just like, fuck it, we'll take the lead. I don't know.
I've only seen like some people play from like for example K-Brad. Like I watch his streams when he plays, and he still plays Cammy. You know, he's a Camel. I mean, he's a Cammy loyalist, but. I don't know, man. Like at one point in time, I was barely seeing him play, and you could make that argument that maybe they don't care, or you know.
I mean, there's some Americans, but it ain't the one like Punk. He didn't even make it and stuff. Knuckle Dude, he's one that he got bopped out too, and I mean,
dude, Knuckle Dude got bopped early.
Yeah, and Knuckle Dude got 17th place. Like I mean, and Knuckle Dude was a pretty solid player too, but it was just, I think Knuckle Dude. The funny thing about Knuckle Dude was interesting. He wasn't using Gal this year. He was actually using G and Cammy. Mm-hmm. His G was actually not bad and stuff, and his Cammy wasn't bad either. So I don't know whether he's just experimenting with different characters.
I think that's gonna be the case. I think that's really been the case with a lot of people. Some people were experimenting. Some people were sticking with their mainstays, but it didn't really matter to them if they lost or not.
Yeah, but Bonchain ended up winning out, and his Sagat was just, whew. Yeah,
dude, we saw magic with Sagat.
It's like Bonchan just was like, oh, you got me Sagat? All right, bet. I'm on fucking, yo, he put hands on people with Sagat. Tiger knees, everything. I mean, look, I love Sagat's fucking super in his game. Like, the fucking kicks to the face.
Dude, I still like his, oh God, I don't think it's his V trigger, but I know it's his V attack where he charges his short kick to where it guard crushes you.
I mean, I don't know whose guard crush I like better, his or fucking what's his face, big dude.
Abigail?
Yeah, Abigail. Which, shockingly enough, you know what's funny? And I don't know whether Capcom nerfed Abigail, but Abigail, the issue of Abigail looked like that shit got quelched immediately because I don't see many people using Abigail like that anymore.
Nope. People figured him out.
I mean, I remember at one point everybody was like, how the fuck do I get past this guy? This is bullshit. Now it's like, oh, well, you just do X, Y, and Z and don't press buttons and get stupid. Okay, cool.
Yep. Shout outs to my man, Big Bird. His Rashid was holding out for like the longest time.
Dude, I feel Big Bird is out to prove that Rashid can be a fucking beast in the proper hands. Because I remember Valle touching Rashid and he was alright, but it was kind of like, who's going to be... Because I feel Rashid is kind of like El Fuerte in Street Fighter 4. You get somebody in the proper hands... Yeah, you get somebody in the proper hands, they will fuck you up with that character.
Like Rashid... Like seeing him use Rashid was insane, but I also got to give another shout out to Infectious. His Zeku was crazy.
Dude.
Like, that was probably the most fun I had watching the Zeku go
Zeku reminds me so much of Guy.
Which is why we're never going to see Guy in SF5, because you pretty much got him with young Zeku.
Yeah, I mean, and that makes sense. It makes perfect sense and stuff. It's just Zeku is just so fucking good. And I love watching and seeing, like I said, seeing somebody that really knows how to use Zeku, it's just fun to watch. Easily and stuff. But if anything, I'm more so curious about Capcom Cup for Street Fighter 5, just to see who's really going to be in and stuff, because I think Capcom Cup is where you really kind of see everybody step it up big time and stuff. So maybe that's where a lot of people from America is going to step up as Capcom Cup.
I can see that. I see a lot of people. I mean, of course, you're going to have like everybody coming from overseas to enter Capcom Cup, because unlike Evo, if I'm not mistaken, Evo, you still got to go through the point system to get in. Mm-hmm. And Capcom Cup is also no different as well. The other big announcement, like besides Capcom Cup, how about that tournament that they announced for PS4, and Mortal Kombat 11 got added to the list of tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
It's a special online tournament for prizes, and I was like, yo, this might be a good time to pick up a PS4.
I mean, can I be real? I think I don't know if we talked about this. I feel that was always a long time coming anyway, because I feel online tournaments were always going to be the move.
Yeah, they were, because they've done it before in like a different capacity.
Yeah, I mean, it was always going to be the move. It was always going to be the thing to do. So hey, look, step it up, guys. If you want to join in. I mean,
make sure your network connections are solid. Don't be running off that Wi-Fi. Please turn off the torrents.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
just keep it clean.
Yeah. If we're talking, I think I am 100% right when it comes to Capcom Cup, because there is a lot of Americans that have actually qualified for it. Punk, Knuckle Dew, Smug. Yeah.
And I think
801 Strider. Yeah,
and
JB,
I think that's what I really think that's what the real deal is they kind of looked at it like, all right, screw it. If I don't win Evo, I got Capcom Cup. I'm already qualified, so I'll just make up there.
Yeah, CJ Truth. Yeah. I figured that's what it was. Shine. Yeah, Justin Wong. So yeah, I figured that's what it was. Makes sense. Makes perfect fucking sense.
More people, like, because ever since Capcom Cup made the whole prize pool be a ridiculous amount of money, because like wasn't last year's amount like $320 something thousand?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everybody's after that. Everybody's after that prize money, man.
Yeah, because I mean, you top. I mean, I think top 8 pretty much gets a pretty good chunk of change, basically.
Yep.
So yeah, that holds be interesting. But I'll probably say the more so thing about Evo, Smash Brothers. I actually today did watch the top 8. Interesting that Joker won Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I'm not surprised. Did you see how? Do you not understand how much of a ridiculous character Joker is?
I mean, watching it, yeah. It's funny. It was interesting seeing Pokemon Trainer play at high
Pokemon
level.
Trainer is good because there's a lot of stuff that you can get out of just by swapping out Pokemon.
I mean, like I said, seeing Smash Brothers at a high level with characters that you don't expect that's not Starbox is fun.
Yep.
I mean,
Shoot, if I'm not mistaken, Fox like barely made it.
Yeah, I
Fox was
think
like
top
like
8.
Fox was right at the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fox made it as Fox came in 8th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, top 8 was basically Fox, Wolf, Duck Hunt, Lucina, Peach, Wario, Joker, and Pokemon Trainer. Those were your top 8 characters that were being used in top 8.
Now you know what I see coming next. I would say next Evo or the next major Smash tournament. I see a lot of heroes. A lot of heroes are going to be coming in. Hero from Dragon Quest.
That could be a thing. That would not shock me.
Because if you watch the video from Keith Crew, and if you watch the hero video he did, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I can see like a ton of people. In fact, they were already calling for hero to be banned.
I mean, can they actually ban it?
I don't see why they would. Like, honestly, I fail to see why they would. I mean, yeah, there's like a ton of characters, and a lot of them are really good. I can understand banning a character that just got released like right around the time Evo came out. So like, yeah, I get it. Don't use him, or you can't use him because he just came out like literally a week before Evo.
Yeah.
And people are trying to figure him out. I could see them doing that, but I would say for the sake of like shock value and surprise, don't ban him. It's like, dude, you gotta learn. You've been playing this game for God knows how long. Learn.
Yeah, I mean, the hell you want, you know?
I mean, remember when everybody was trying to ban Bayonetta?
That's just stupid. I don't get it.
And then, see, and I'm referring to Smash 4, like Smash for Wii U when Bayonetta was introduced.
Yep.
They tried to ban her. They tried to ban Cloud. They tried to ban, like, anyone that was ridiculously good. And in Cloud's case, while Cloud is good, don't get me wrong, Cloud is definitely good, but his recovery is pretty busted if you don't have limit.
Yeah. So, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not deep in the Smash community, but like I said, they really need to kind of take a good look before they start saying ban, ban. It's like, chill, guys. Just chill and see how it plays out, you know. But
just learn the game, learn the character.
Yeah. So that's Evo. Small little news real quick and stuff. Capcom Cup is going to, instead of being in San Francisco, it's going to be happening at the Novo in LA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's happening December 13th through the 15th, week before Christmas.
Which we already know that anyone who hasn't had the chance to get their hands on it yet, you might want to go ahead and start downloading them DLCs. Well, no, sorry. You want to wait until December to download those DLCs because they're going to go on sale again.
Yeah, probably.
And you're going to get those discounts.
So apparently, also, because we mentioned about the new Guilty Gear, apparently there's going to be a playable demo at the Arc Revo World Tour Finals.
Oh, nice.
In LA, November 16th through the 17th. So if you happen to be in LA, you can, go to that World Tour and play the, demo for it. So kudos.
It was also, it was cool to see Daisuke Iwatari at Evo.
Yeah, definitely.
So he came and announced the game himself.
Yeah. I mean, it's only right, obviously. be dumb not to.
And speaking of other games that got announced, let's not forget King of Fighters 15 was announced.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what they do for 15. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do for that and stuff. If they're gonna keep the same style as 14. What are they gonna update and stuff? I mean, obviously I don't care about the story, but it's whatever and stuff. But yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with that because that's always I'm gonna see what the reveal is and who's gonna be doing the art. So also apparently Street Fighter V actually finally outsold Street Fighter 4 in sales.
Oh, well, that was nice. It took them a good 4 years, but they pulled it off.
Yeah. I was telling somebody, like, if you really think about it, that's to be expected because Street Fighter 4 had that 10-year gap in the anticipation.
Yeah.
So it was always going to get those it was always going to sell like hotcakes from jump. Street Fighter 5, like I said, wonky opening aside, it's like you're coming off of 4. Yeah, people are excited, but I think you and a lot of other people have said it best. There's so much fighting games that Street Fighter 5, it's hooking people, but people have options now.
And that's exactly what it is. And, it kind of makes me wonder why everybody was expecting EVO to be the place for Capcom to announce Street Fighter 6. I'm like, they're not going to announce Street Fighter 6.
It's too early, and it'd be dumb. Because you basically you undercut the shit out of Street Fighter 5, first off.
And you know what? I will say this about Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 has a history of leaks. Like, they have a real bad history with leaks. Like, stuff gets leaked about that game. Remember when the game itself got leaked?
Yeah, for no reason, which was stupid.
I remember when that trailer hit YouTube, and everybody and their mother downloaded that trailer before Capcom yanked it because we were like, hold up, were they supposed to release like this? I know they weren't.
Yeah. It was funny too. I heard a rumor that apparently Soul Calibur 6 wasn't going to even have a season 2, and then when they saw like all the fan support that the game was getting, allegedly, they was like, well, I guess we got to do a season 2, and I was like, damn, y'all really weren't going to do a season 2. I mean, but hey, kudos to kudos to fans for actually supporting the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, look, the fan support matters for these games, clearly, guys. So yeah. But yeah, I guess that's it for pressing buttons. A little Evo roundup and stuff. Like I said, good diverse amount of winners at Evo and stuff, representing different countries and stuff. We had 2 Americans that won their stuff, and we, like I said, Pakistan and Japan and Korea represented.
We pretty much saw the world. The world won.
Yeah.
Like like a good chunk of major countries won.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one country that dominated the entire event.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a win for everybody. Win for the world and stuff. So, we'll see.
Yeah, if there's anything that I've learned from Evo and from these games in general is anybody can win.
Yeah.
They have designed these games to the point where anybody could win.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that is it for our Evo roundup for pressing buttons. I guess hopefully next time, whenever we do this, it'll be something else completely different and such. So I guess we'll see how it goes on that end.
Yep.
Yeah. So catch you guys later. Peace.
We're done.
Phoebe.